You know, whilst we're exploring this place on a rainy day in Boston, I got an email there that was like, is it time for bulking season? Ha! I have been bulking for, the past several years. Anyways, we're moving on to the military barge. I was speaking about this previously on an episode of the Hot Pizza Pie Shop. This barge would have just pulled in this other barge. A barge pulling a barge in. Or a tugboat pulling a barge in. That probably sounds a bit better. Yeah. A few APCs were about to be offloaded, as well as a Vertibird. There's also a novice lock terminal, which will give you access to a suit of power armor. In my case, it seems to be a T45. It is T45. It's definitely not a T40 or T51. I am very bad at remembering the names of these suits. The exact numbers to the style, that's what I, if you think I play this enough that I would know. T45, yeah, got that right straight away. T51 is the one that you see more so in like Operation Anchorage. I think you see it quite a bit. But yes, these APCs are completely unopened, meaning that they probably didn't see any combat at all. They were just brought in, probably to secure, the local population, sort of keep panic down. As for the Vertibird, again, looking at it, it was... Well, this container looks like it's knocked it off, so it was also just sitting parked. If we jump into it, there is a pilot in it. Oh, and a yellow flight helmet. Fancy that. I don't remember the stats on this. Also, what happens when I get in? Oh, you can safely jump out. I'm running at a rather awkwardly high FPS, and I've got out. No, I didn't. Right, I've got a TCL my way out of this. Reload if that may be the case for you. So yeah, don't want to get stuck in it. So yeah, this thing must have just landed then on the barge, or it was sitting parked with the pilot conveniently in it. It would have made more sense if there was no pilot in it. They were just deploying a Vertibird. There doesn't seem to be any other skeletons either. Is this an explosive box? No, it's just a normal crater rataway. Though there is an ammo box behind it. Yeah. So just general population control. These APCs would have just secured nearby sites. I would imagine it just was a convenient way. There's no naval base nearby, but I imagine that's maybe where they came from. Just on down the road from somewhere that had military equipment sitting, and they were like, best deploy them to these vulnerable positions, which they did. And, of course, a power armor suit. So definitely bringing some heavy ordnance into the area. Of course, it didn't see much combat because the bombs fell before they could do anything about it. Just northeast of the old church and near Pickman's Gallery. We were just at the pizza shop earlier having a look at it. And I was looking over at the barge. We were talking a wee bit about it. But yeah, it's a pretty small detachment of troops. I would say these containers would have had an awful lot of weapons. What I would have loved is the ability to crack open some of these, but in such a way that they're really, really difficult to open, and just finding really good loot. Like, I would love it so much to the point that you would just need a high, some cutters. So, you wouldn't have really accessed these containers. You would have had to come back later in the game to open them. Because I would say they have some serious equipment. You think about it, these containers completely sealed for years. I would say there's some good loot in it. Some good loot, food and everything. But yes, that probably would just make the game a bit OP if you open one of them containers and it's just more food than you can use in a run, more ammunition than you could ever need. So I do understand the limitations as to why they didn't. There's probably encroaching onto another unmarked location. Can I sit on the couch? I can't. Right, well, I'm going to have to outwait this storm. I like exploring in all weather types. Adds to the ambience of the thing. So yes, thank you so much to all my members watching this in early access. If you want to become one, be sure to check it out in the membership section, as well as everyone supporting me in this continued endeavour. Let me know if you ever came here to get the power armor and what power armor you find in your next run. Thank you so much. See you in the next one.